Is this thing live? Okay, I need to make sure I can, is my voice loud enough? Okay, I need to make sure I can, is my voice loud enough? Okay, wait, let me get Kia in here real quick. Okay, wait, let me get Kia in here real quick. Where the hell is Kia? Where the hell is Kia? Is this correct,
Okay.
France?
Do you want me to test my voice?
Oh, yeah. I guess we can try that. The thing is, it's a little different with Kia, I think. Yeah, I guess we can try that.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. It would work probably still. I don't know. My Streamlabs doesn't show me the input that I'm getting.
Yeah, I think they updated that because my Streamlabs doesn't show that either.
Hi.
Kia's here. Okay.
Hello.
How about guys?
I'm just
Wait,
making
Jack.
sure.
Fuck!
He's in the stream, so I'm just trying to make sure like our voices are actually like clear this time. Because in the Germany race, you were so fucking quiet. Not because of you.
No,
though.
I just, yeah, I just wanted to let him know that I saw his fucking Instagram post and I'm very upset with him. Are you streaming right now?
Yeah, because I just have to test. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for like. I'm thinking I'm just putting the highlight.
Tell me if he's in chat, because I'm gonna fucking bitch at him for his Instagram.
I don't know. He might be in chat. I'm gonna put the highlights at the end so we don't get copyrighted.
Great.
Fuck it, loop around.
What was it? Oh yeah, you posted about Kobe Bryant, right? On your Instagram?
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
What?
He literally raped like a 19-year-old.
I don't know about all that. We don't have to talk about that on screen.
Yeah, but he also called a referee a fag. So you know, such a great guy. Transcended basketball and beat a piece of shit.
Okay. Is that all you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. No, I said I would be late because a date of mine was running late, but ended up working out.
Alright, cool. Got 15 minutes until we start. So I don't know what to do, actually. Fuck. I just play something else. Go fuck it. Hungry one, but I'll mute it. And I'm gonna mute us.
Just one
Hey
sec.
everyone, welcome to the stream. This is round 9 in France, and today, right before we start, we have some very special announcement.
We have
W
a
Gore has
very
won.
special announcement.
W Gore has
Yes.
won the Tier 2 GSR Championship, so congratulations to you, Gore.
He clinched it with his amazing drive last race. And we're just having a little bit of a special edition interview right before we start. I am Kia, and with me is Van, my co-commentator. And Gore, are there any moments in the season that really stand out to you as your highlight of the season?
It would probably have to be Spa, which was the third race of the season, my second race, racing against Hammer pretty much every lap, and then just overtaking him on the second to last lap, and then winning my first race. That was a lot of fun, and that was my second league race. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, there's just being, I was so fast in Germany, I just had no time for those things called brakes, so I threw Rogue off the track and took the W, no shame.
Right. And are you hoping for maybe some stiffer competition next year in the competitive tier?
Oh, as long as Rogue and Ruda and Righteous are still there, and Tact and you, I mean, it's going to be a lot closer. Unfortunately, those guys didn't join until later, but I know Rogue is faster than me on pretty much every track and more consistent, so it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, I can tell you the tier 1 guys are not looking forward.
Pretty fair.
Yeah, you guys are scary, for sure.
Yeah,
What you eating there, Van?
Noodles.
Good man.
3 minutes before the race.
Yeah, pretty classic. All right, well, thank you guys, and enjoy the race.
Well, just before you go,
yeah,
what are your predictions for this race? How do you think you, tier 2 champion, are gonna do?
Well, I'm just feeling so #blessed to be here right now. So I'm just gonna, pretty sure I'll be up there with Rogue, Ruda, and Righteous, and we'll see what happens. But as far as pace goes, we all seemed pretty even in practice, so we should be in for a good race.
Okay, and just one final question. What do you think is your most get in there moment? Your single best overtake of the
It would have to be again in Spa when I think it was lap 3 or 4. Hammer I was leading for the first few laps, and then Hammer caught up, overtook me, and then the next lap I just kind of sent it down the inside, light on the brakes with like barely a car's width, and somehow got it. I mean, he left me the space, but yeah, just anything from Spa. It was such a fun race. But
All right. Well, good luck.
All right.
And congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right.
Also, as for another announcement, Creamy and Hammer Time have both been let go from GSR. So, yeah. We won't be seeing them for quite a bit. Don't know if they'll return. Can't remember what happened, actually. I wasn't there.
The event of their return is unlikely given the circumstances.
Probably, but
without giving too much information, we do wish them the best of luck in their other leagues. Yeah.
Yep. So that puts actually also Williams wins the constructors.
Yes, they do clinch the constructors, and I believe with the disqualification of them from the results, I think they're still in the standings until the end, and then we'll remove them. That would clinch Williams the victory a couple of races ago, actually.
Yeah.
And I do think we're actually going to push the start time by, I think it was 5 minutes. Andrew is late, and Sahil is having...
So the removal of Hammer and Cream, are they going to remove points off the teams?
Yes. Their points will be removed, as far as I understand.
So that's going to push Toro Rosso to second, for sure.
It will?
Because BMW and Jordan have 82 points right now.
Yep.
And I believe... Ooh, Racing Point will jump down to 5th because Gipsy will be all by himself with 67 points. Though he might change depending on this race. And now we just wait. Shout out to 2 viewers, which I know are me, because I'm watching them both on my phone. What? It's fine.
And all right, so if we can get into it now, we'd just like to say that the race, I believe this is round 9, as you said before. We are in France. France, notoriously a very controversial track. Lots of long straight sections, very, very fast. And all around a fairly interesting circuit to really race on. We're probably going to be expecting the most amount of overtakes in action at the turn 8, just at the end of the first DRS section. There's huge traction zone there, huge traction event on the little chicane they added to break up the straight. So that is probably where we're going to see the most amount of action, and then past that, the a re-overtake, because the way current F1 works, essentially, if you manage your energy well enough, you can keep within a second of the car ahead. If you're overtaken, unless there's a massive pace issue like depleted energy, worn tires, harder tires, something like that. But if you're comparable on pace, then you'll almost always get by on the next DRS straight.
Just want to say something. We do have a slight complaint from someone saying that we don't notice all the gaps, but we do try. I try to pull in everyone at least once in the race, so everyone gets a chance of being noticed by us.
We actually have a new policy this week. We are not featuring drivers who do not have their telemetry enabled.
Yeah.
It just not conducive to a nice viewing experience. So if you are a driver in our tiers and you have noticed that you are not getting airtime and you do not know why, check your telemetry settings.
Because we do have a lot of information being shown out to the viewers, and if you don't have that, then they can't see it, which just makes it worse for them. And looks like we have 13 drivers at the moment. Sahil, he said he might not make it in time. He might come in quali. And Tack is also spectating. I don't know if he's going to be racing or coming in here. I don't know.
Ooh, if he is spectating, yeah, we totally could if we don't have a full grid.
It's not looking like it since it's 9:03 and only 13 people. Mr. Jesus said he might come. But it looks like is there any reserves?
I actually don't think I have access to the check-in, so I'm not... Oh, I do. So we had 15 tier 2 drivers and one tier 1 driver who is Figlin, who is not here.
So this will be a full grid of every tier 2 driver, which will be...
Yep.
There will be no thing to wait for or whatever.
And I've just gotten confirmation that a special guest, our runner-up currently in tier 1, will be joining us in a few minutes. That'll be nice. Tack XO will be joining us in the commentary booth. Always nice to have him provide his racing insight. And as we're waiting here, what kind of predictions do you think you have for how it's gonna play out?
Well, with Heimer and Creamy gone, it becomes a lot more wild for sure. But both Williams will probably do really well together. Gore might pick up the win this time around. Rogue is the only one who I think can contest him. But for third, honestly, like Gypsy could pick up third or second if he's lucky enough. He's a really good driver in my opinion. He just has been hit with some bad luck during these races. But Gushka also very bad luck in tier 2.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a bit boring to go with the standard choices. Obviously, Root is quick, Rogue is quick.
Yeah.
Gore, we know is quick. He's the champion, and Righteous also very quick. Hasn't had the best of luck in the past couple of races. Or maybe I'm just thinking of tier 1 races. The only thing I will say is I think Blaze is a real dark horse here. I think he can. He picked up the win in Australia. And he's shown consistent pace. The problem is he always makes those tiny little mistakes. And I think, honestly, France is one of the hardest tracks to really make a mistake coming out of a traction zone. So I'm not entirely dissuaded from the notion that he won't do well here. But yeah, he's essentially my dark horse. As for Ruda and Rogue, just a bit of commentary insight. I don't think either of them had much practice. Both of them were still tweaking their setups into the, twilight hours, basically 5 minutes before. So it's really up in the air as to the results, but I definitely think we'll see either Blase, Gore, or Rogue on the podium. At least two of those are guaranteed, I'd say.
I feel like Kublai also might be a dark horse in there. He has been, I believe, polled now twice in a row.
Yeah. Kublai just has a bit of trouble executing on the positions, and rather embarrassingly, I'm not entirely sure whether that was from driver error or incidents or whatnot. I believe he was taken out on turn 1 in Germany, which really soured his ability to convert any points there. I'm not entirely sure if I remember how it went the previous race. But yeah, no, Kublai definitely has the potential to do really well as well.
Yep, and it looks like we're finally getting the lobby started. It's going to be 13 drivers at the moment. Some people might join in quali, but let's see what happens as we begin round 9 in France.
Ooh, are we going to wait? Because Sahil just said he got in.
No.
I think they're on Reddit. They are on Reddit.
I don't know. I feel like we should just go. I mean, we have...
Sahil says he's opening the game, honestly.
Okay.
We're not...
We'll take that.
So if someone had done that for... I do hope he gets in immediately, though, because if we have to wait another minute or so around for him, then I'm not sure.
We only do this for you, Sahil. No one else.
Yes, we do.
That'll put us up to 14 drivers, and they're all gonna be tier 2.
It actually doesn't show him online for me, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be a Steam glitch. I don't know. Damn, the viewer count is low tonight. Fucking 2.
There he is. He's just launched the game. Going to spam him with a view invite.
I can open my dash now so I can see this clearly. Stats. And fuck me, did I open up Sony Vegas? I hope not.
Goodbye, RAM.
This.
So if we're just looking down, of course, Chipsy lost his racing partner. Babushka has Rogue filling in. No, Rogue is permanently filled in the spot in Red Bull. Rad, I'm not sure if he has a racing partner. Williams is full. Alpha is full.
Rad does.
Rad does?
Yeah, he has a partner. I just don't know who it was.
They're not here today. And I believe there are 2 people who missed the check-in. He should be... Where is Heel?
Sahil's partner has been absent for quite a bit, I've noticed.
Yes, Big Metal Bro. He's expressed a few opinions on racing. I think he's mostly migrated to iRacing now. He talks about it a lot in chat.
And Kublai's partner, Magma Man, also has not shown. Sahil is finally online. But it looks like everyone's had enough waiting, so...
So they have.
He only has 20 seconds to hop in. Or he's going to start in the back. Oh, no, okay. They're showing patience now. Come on, guys, though. We're almost 10 after.
I will be back in a second.
Yeah, we'll grab their first spots about Sahil.
Hello, I'm not Kia.
Oh, this is Tack. Hello.
Hi. I'm excited to join you today in the commentary box.
Yep, there is quite a bit of space, so looks like Sahil's finally joined. He's going to grab his Ferrari.
Perfect.
And we should be able to get this lobby up and running.
Someone has taken... Sorry, somebody has taken for Sahil's Ferrari seat, so they're having a bit of an issue with that. Looks like he's got it now.
How?
Yeah, he's got it now.
I don't know. That was a decent wait time, and thank you, Tack, for joining. Nice of you.
Yeah, I was
Nice of
just
you to be
saying
here.
how it would be nice if Tier 1 could wait for me, like the difference of heal.
Didn't we
Yeah, I
wait?
wouldn't,
No, we did
I
wait.
wouldn't be in my position right now.
We waited 5 minutes.
Standings.
We didn't even
Well,
know you were
Tier 2
coming.
waited 10, so you can see my issues here. Anyway, loading into France.
I mean, to be fair, you were supposed to miss that race. We delayed it an entire week for you.
Facts.
That's true. That is fair. Actually, there wasn't that race. It was Hungary.
yeah.
Supposed to miss, but yeah.
The other race. I don't know. To be
It's
this
fine.
high where you are anyway with missing the first races is impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. But it'll be nice to put on a show as a championship decider in Bahrain.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we are still waiting. Here we go.
And we're in. Who is going to blink first coming out of the pits? I think the lap time here is fairly reasonable. It should be in the 130s, 120s, I believe. So, time to get on track won't be that significant.
I'm really hoping that Bacon or someone's in the chat so they can tell me if the audio levels are good with the game in the background. But here we go. What are the strats that we could see in France here? Softs to mediums?
If you very much extend your medium tire life, you can just pull off a soft to medium. Otherwise, it's probably soft hard or medium soft medium.
We're finally seeing some cars come out. Who's all the way in front though? I can't tell because we gotta wait.
That'll be only use my dad.
Yep. Coming right out the pits on softs.
It looks like most people have picked their setups now. Some of the Williams getting out now. Gore's out. Kubelay's out. Blazé is out.
Oh, and Kublai is just going off track. I guess he didn't want to take the turn.
Gore's, I guess, warming up his race today with a set of hard tires on quali.
Yep, we
as
have
is Ruda.
Kublai is on the
That is,
mediums.
We actually saw them try to attempt this in Germany. They went out for I think it was 4 laps on the mediums. They had 5 laps, and they had time to put in 2 hot laps, and it just did not work for them. So they ended up pitting and switching to the mediums and sending their times there. We never got a chance to ask them, but I feel like this could be less to do with actually wanting to set a representative time on this. I don't think they believe they can get as high as they need to be. And I think this is more to do with them rubbering in the track.
Yeah.
Also, I think they might be qualifying on mediums towards the end.
Yeah.
Since you can't really warm up on mediums because there's only one set, they might be just warming up for their basically one-shot quali on the mediums.
Because you also can't go on the softs, or you'll set a faster time than you can beat on the mediums unless you slow down. In which case, it's not really the best. Kublai will be starting his lap soon enough.
And only
Takes it slow through the final corner.
Only use my dad has already started his hot lap. You're seeing a sector for yellow flag anywhere. Looks like
It's
it's
just
gone.
cars making room, yeah, for their hot laps.
We'll stay with Kublai for a bit here. He seems to be taking everything pretty good so far. No mistakes.
Misses the apex a little bit on there. It's interesting to see that he's on the medium so early, as he gets a little bit of oversteer in the corner exit there.
Yep.
Yeah, the idea is that, especially if you're trying to qualify onto the harder compound, you definitely want to wait for track evolution to really play a factor, so you just get the best possible time out of it, because you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage by going on this slower compound. So who knows if you'll try a hot lap and then maybe go back on the mediums, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having a harder set if they're double warned by 2 hot laps plus 2 out laps.
We also don't know the weather situation, so there could be something else going on.
Well, if it was wet weather, then we would know that. Well, at least if it was starting on wet weather, we would know everyone would just go straight to softs because there's no point. So. Righteous looks like he's going on the softs for him. Babushka as well.
And only use my dad puts in the first hot lap of 132.6, and Kublai is about to cross the line as well. He'll probably take him over. Yes, he does, with a 32.5 actually, but he's on the mediums.
And if you will excuse me for a moment.
And Gore is also coming into the final corner here. On the hards, I wonder what kind of time he can put in here. And he puts in a 33.0, so actually not that bad on the hards, and rooted actually even closer to Kublai.
Yeah.
Alright, I just asked him to put himself on broadcast because we can't get any telemetry from him.
And looks like so far, other than Kublai, other than Gore, everyone else has opted for the softs. Blase picking up
Blase gets the fastest
That's-
lap.
that's
and
a-
Babushka takes him.
Ooh, and Babushka
Wow,
right away.
Babushka with 8/10 faster than Blase.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So you can see how big of a difference the softer tires make.
It'll be just a question of what his tire strategy will be then. And it looks like... Oh, no, okay. I thought Babushka might be trying for something else, but he turned down his ERS and everything. It looks like Cookie's on a hot lap here. Kind of messes up the entry into turn 8 and really gets out of shape for the... what do you call it? For the little kink in the straight. He's coming into sector 2 now, and he's really riding the curb, goes wide, doesn't take as much track as he can.
Ooh, and Jordan has joined us.
Breaks early, cuts in. Early on the power. This is sort of...
Jordan iffy lap here, and he's gonna let him by. That's
I think
BMW.
it would be in his best interest at this point to probably just pit in immediately and try for another set because he's missed a few apexes. It won't be that representative of a time for him.
I guess he just wants to put in a time after all, as he's coming in the line.
Yeah,
here.
just having a banker time isn't that bad of an idea.
And he actually invalidated.
He said
So
he said a 33.9, but he invalidated it. So
BMW
either
coming
way
in.
would have put him at the lowest of the ones we set a
Ooh.
time so far.
Rogue is also on hards now. Might be trying to pull in the same strat as Gore and Ruda.
Chipsy's in sector 3 right now. He's in a long right-hander, but he's not, actually he's in an in-lap or out-lap. Sorry, he's 0 ERS.
And it looks like Blaze's just stalled on the pit line. Not sure what that was about. And it looks like he's in now. And while we're talking about the pits, actually, I want to bring up something. If some of these racers are familiar and maybe haven't played that much F1 2019, but they have played 2018, they might be getting a bit confused with the pit entry because it's changed from 2018 to 2019. It used to be on the start finish itself. Now it's from the penultimate corner.
And Chipsy also got an invalidated lap here, and also the point.
Ruda and Gore right now are finishing their laps on hards. Gore will be the first one across the line. He did run out of ERS though. He had to save a little bit, so I'm not sure if this will be that good of a lap.
He's right behind Rogue, who's about to finish.
Have,
or no, he's gonna start his hot lap.
Yeah, I think he did a 134.0, which is...
Yeah, Rogue's actually, interestingly enough, fueled up for 4 more laps from what I... So...
With 10 minutes remaining, I wonder what the plan is there.
I think he might be just practicing because he's been in mode 2 ERS for the second lap in a row now, so he might be just practicing, getting his groove on, especially, as Kia said earlier, might not have gotten all the practice that he wanted, so I guess he's treating quali like his own practice, maybe.
Ooh, Rogue gets a bit bent out of shape. We can just see in front of Gore now, coming through the into the start finish, and he's actually on his first hot lap on his hards. He hasn't set a time, and it looks like he's being a bit less conservative than Gore on his ERS. So this might be his genuine hot lap, and he won't be switching tires if he can get a good enough time.
Jordan, yeah, you can. It's okay that you joined late, even if you're not in the Toro Rosso. And someone in the chat said, "Good morning." It's 9 p.m. where everyone here is at, so yeah. I mean, good morning to you wherever you're at, sir.
Well, it's good. I guess we picked a good time for both North American and European viewers to come join us. So welcome.
And Rogue is coming up to the final turn. Oh, it was a little wide.
That penultimate corner. He's gonna cross the line here.
That wasn't the cleanest exit out of that corner either, but it compromised his line coming through the penultimate. That is the lowest. He will be in the top 10 as it stands, but we have five racers yet to set times.
And Sahil's letting someone pass him on his hot lap, and he's in sector 1. Let's see.
Yeah, so Cubile and Only Use My Dad are both on hot laps right now. Only Use My Dad is slightly ahead of Cubile.
And it looks like Sahil spent a decent amount of time in the off-track area because he's up to 8% wear on his tires. I'm not, and that'll probably be an invalidation from him if this is well, it's not a hot lap, right?
No.
But it begs the question. I don't think he can go onto another hot lap from here because he.
I mean, at this point, it might not be worth it to, you know, hit again. Like, he needs to set a banker time at least. There's only 8 minutes left.
Kubale, he might
I'm
be.
nervous.
This is his second stint, I think, on the first set of sauce, so I think he's about to set a faster time than he already has at the moment. Will he steal pole from Babushka? He did steal pole twice in a row now. Will he make it 3 times? Let's find out.
ERS.
Runs out of ERS, but he does pick it up.
3.
And interestingly enough, he set that on the softs, so
Yeah.
he and there's a racing point parked on the track.
Yeah.
But he removes his ability essentially to go onto the harder strategy. So he obviously, well, we actually saw him burn out his mediums earlier. So of course, and that means he didn't pick the harder compound, or at least didn't think he can get a representative time on it, or enough.
And Cookies.
If we're just talking about dark horses here, Only Use My Dad is up into 4th position. I know four racers have still yet to set times, but that is, I think, the highest qualifying position you'll have ever had if he retains that.
I think his Australian debut was also high up there. I remember his name.
Yeah, I don't think it was in the, or it might have been with tier 1s removed. I'm not sure.
But Cookie has started his lap. He had a very terrible first corner. He kind of went wide. I don't know if he's invalidated, but he's on the straight at the moment. Still has not set up the time.
He's not running ERS, so I'm not sure.
Ooh,
what
Oh
spin.
yeah. Oh, there
Rogan
is a
just spun
spin.
out at the exit of the chicane on his hard tires on a hot lap as well.
And he does have a little bit of wing damage, but not enough for anything serious as Cookie
That'll be
passes
the end
him.
of his hard stint.
And yeah, Cookie is not running any ERS. I don't know if like there's a plan to that. I don't know if he does not know he doesn't run it. I don't know.
Well, I think he might have invalidated and just been trying to get to the line to put in another. Which begs the question for Sahil, because right now, Cookie's on 5%. We saw that Sahil, when he ended his next lap, was on 7%. So if Cookie does plan to set a hot lap on this set, he has to take the tire deg for that set.
He's going really slow now.
And then the tire deg for the... Yeah, he's slowing down for the setting up for the next lap. But Cookie is on 5% wear on his tires right now. He has to do another hot lap and then an in lap, which will increase the wear, unless he decides to retire on track, which would be... And he just completely biffs the entry into that corner. Misses the apex for turn 1 and coming out into turn 2.
Cagnes? I don't know how to say your name, sorry, but we do have a Discord that you can join after you register at our website in the title.
Yep, or you can just use the command !Discord in chat. That'll give you a permanent link to our Discord, and it will walk you through the next steps when you join. Yeah, so feel free. Babushka's finishing his hot lap right now. He's already out of ERS. He's not even at the last corner. We'll see how that affects his time. But so far, he seems to be doing not bad. Crosses the line. It's gonna be 30.9. First person in the 30s.
That's a really good lap by him. And Chipsy's also gonna end his lap here with the mediums. So he is on 1 ERS. I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe. Yeah, he's swapping out his 5.
I don't think we've mentioned this before. Sahil is on the mediums.
He just came out on mediums now. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this the strategy from him, considering he does not have a time.
Very risky.
And considering the speed coming into the final corner,
Well,
you want to take the final. Yeah, but you want to take the final corner slow when you're setting up for your hot lap. But you.
Sorry, Righteous finishing his lap right now. Let's see what time he has.
Oh, and he puts himself in the first now.
Take pole.
By 2/10 there. Well,
Yeah.
2.5.
Improves by 8
Kubale has some work to do if he wants to keep up that pole position. And let's
I think the
see.
only person on a hot lap right now is Cookie and Sahil. Cookie runs very wide in turn 1. I think he might have just finished his hot lap actually. Yeah, he has. So Sahil's the only one on a hot lap right now.
Bethany's on the
Sahil
straight.
bumps him down, self down into 0 ERS. He's gonna be saving. If I were Sahil, I would pit this lap, go on to softs, and just try to set a better time. I would not stick with the medium, because if he invalidates again, I mean, regardless of what tire he's on, if he invalidates again, he has no chance to set a time. Which, with a grid this small, isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's also not what you want to be doing. He can clearly get up in there, and we see Gore is low. He's running 0 ERS. He's on his out lap, but he's on mediums, crucially. So he has 3 minutes left, and he will not be coming in for softs. I don't think so. He is definitely gonna be pitching his bet against
Oh, and
on
someone
the.
might be stalling Sahil as he slows down into the corner. Oh no. Looks like it was BMW who kind of slowed Sahil down, and it's going to make his time really bad now, 35.2. There's
Yeah,
not
no.
going to be enough time now.
He already scrubbed that lap.
Yeah. He
So
was on 0 ERS pretty much
Yeah.
for most of it. I think
Cookie
he was just
was
warming up his tires maybe.
Rogue is starting a hot lap on the mediums.
Yeah,
And
so Rogue, Gore,
Sahil-
Ruda,
Sahil
all
just
3 of them.
Sahil just abandons his next lap. I think
Oh,
he
no.
invalidated on turn 1. I'm not sure what he plans on doing now.
I think he's just going to accept the fact that he's going to start in the back and work his way up the field.
He does have time to set another lap, but he has to take care of those tires, especially going on the ultra high grip, high deg area on the runoff. Yeah, he'll probably be looking for a last chance. That is 2 hot laps he's scrubbed now because of, I presume, invalidations. He went really aggressive into turn 1 and cut it way early.
Ruda makes a mistake on the exit of chicane. I think he might have invalidated. Yeah, he has
I could
on the
slow him
medium,
down.
so he's gonna scrub that lap and try again. But again, yeah, there's only 1 more lap available for everyone here, so
And
the high pressure situation for everyone starting on those mediums, because again, it basically is the one-shot quali.
And just so we are aware, there's no longer time for anyone else, for anyone who's in the pits not on track to get a lap done. So,
Yeah, so Regis and Babushka. Babushka's just coming out right now, but I don't think he's gonna have time.
okay, it's France. He can majorly cut the track.
Yeah.
That's
So
the point. Yeah.
there's a good chance if he just completely ignores track limits, which he is not.
and Kublai picks up the
Kublai.
fastest lap, only by a hundredth.
Yeah. About 300ths of a second there, separating the top 2 right now.
That is very close on the timing, and this camera angle I'm watching is... Okay, there we go. Very weird. I want to see what Gore can pull up here as he comes into the final few turns here. On the mediums. That's locked up.
I don't think Babushka truly understands the time pressure he's on. He goes
Yeah.
around the corner rather than straight on.
Gore,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with him to see if he finishes that lap, but
keep us
I don't
updated
think
on
he's gonna have
that.
time.
Only
we
use my
try to
dad
find
crossing the line here. I don't think he'll improve his time.
Gore did. He went
He
up
does
from 9
not.
to 6. And
Or
we
does
are-
improve his time. Looks like Ruda is on a. Sorry, yeah, Ruda is on a hot lap on the mediums, and only used my dad is just started his hot lap on the softs. And can we find Sahil? Where's Sahil?
Ooh, and Sahil, fair enough. So Blaise puts the belt into 4.
Okay, so Babushka on the start-finish straight right now. He has 5 seconds to cross the line.
Oh, is they gonna
See,
make
No,
it?
he doesn't make it.
No. Looks
And
like going
Sahil
around.
doesn't make it either.
So he was not gonna. Oh, he still set a time, but
He retires
Yes.
from the session.
Sahil's on 100% ARS. He has not been going this lap, so his
Really
time
been-
wow.
is 35-2.
yeah, what a crazy qualifying this has been.
Yeah, a lot of
This is
Movements on
this is
the
a
grid.
cautionary tale about trying new novel strats on harder tires.
Ruda about to cross the line, see if he improves.
He does
Yes, he
into
does.
fifth.
He gets 5th fastest. Improves by 1.2 seconds. It's like a huge lap from him.
for real, especially on with the mediums. That's gonna give him a huge advantage coming into the first lap here. And BMW is also about to cross to the line. Actually, no, he's going super slow. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, who else are we waiting for? Is anyone actually on a real hot lap yet? I don't think so. I
No,
think everyone
no.
is
The
done.
last person is Gore, who just decided to go into the pits rather than retiring on track, and
Blaze
Pule, who is also entering the pits.
Lovely. That'll give us time to. I think Blaze actually. Blaze's on a hot lap.
No, he was going slow, so I don't know
Is
why
he?
he's
Oh.
not retiring. Just gotta wait now.
Yeah. Kia went to the chat to yell at them to retire.
Yep. Let's not waste any more time.
All right. Both
Did
of
you
our...
go yell at them?
I just asked them politely to retire.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Blaze doesn't seem to get the memo. He's still driving. But it's okay. That gives us some time to
Blaze is
look
gonna
at
get
standings.
rear-ended by one of the AR cars right now.
Is he?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I hear him, but looks like he's going to cross the line.
There we go.
Okay. Fantastic.
And okay.
There you go. That was our quality session for France. It was a bit weird to see some of the thought process behind some of these laps.
Yeah,
Like,
just
it's
to
been
just to give you all a recap, Cubele takes pole position on the softs with a 30.72. Righteous coming up just behind him, softs a 30.74. Down to Babushka, also on the softs. Blaze rounds out the top 4 on softs as well. Ruda puts himself up into the 5th position on mediums with a 31.5. Only used by dad, softs 31.9. BMW Power 7th.
Yep, 3 seconds
Gore
left.
on the mediums on a 32. Chipsy and Rad round out the top 10. So a mix of tire strategies from them.
Ooh.
I don't know if Gore will think that qualifying that low was worth the harder tires. Maybe it is. I know certainly for I believe it was Ruda who went high on the mediums. He was in 5th position. I think he will be very excited with his position as well as his tire choice against his cohorts.
And it looks like it's going to be a dry race at the moment. It's sunny.
Also to note, Rogue actually only set a time on the hards. So he's going to be starting 11th, which is very unlike him. Let's see if he can recover.
We'll just have to
France
see
is a
if it's
track
part of
where
their
you can
plan.
overtake, of course, if you stay in the DRS range. So
All right.
I think we might have to see a train here in the first few laps.
And here we go. We're going to be 5 lights out in France. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the race has begun. And it looks like so far so good by everyone. Yep, so very safely. We see Blaze making a little move here. Nope, he goes right behind them. No incidents as of yet.
Only used by dad takes Blaze on the inside of turn 1 and gets by on the exit of turn. Forcing him wide though. They're going wheel to wheel. Blaze lets him by.
Yep.
Oh, and there's a spin.
Huge dive.
Oh,
huge
what
dive
happened
by
there?
That is Babushka pushing Righteous, I believe, out on turn 3.
And Bakush already picks up a 3-second time penalty warning. It's only been the first few corners.
Jordan struggling with tire heat. His rears are at 130, and he is sliding through turn 4.
And now we're seeing only use my dad in second. He's moved up 4 positions.
Interestingly enough, Sahil has decided to start on the hard tire, given his position.
Yeah. And Jordan, who missed quali, is now in 13th.
So Righteous
Rogue's
Fire
looking
drops 12 places. That's very,
Rogue
very
is looking
tragic
for a move on Rad
Ooh.
here and gets by despite being on the hard tires and Rad's on the. Rad
Even though it
goes
down the
wide.
inside.
And we
Even
see a
though
lot
we
of people
right
going
now,
wide
really
now.
close.
Oh, and they're going to
Even though we
tap.
on the
No.
softer compound.
Oh, and Radical spins. He tries to get and then inside a cookie, but he doesn't make it work.
I think it's again. He gets collected.
Oh no, what's going on there?
Oh,
Oh, and Jordan now spins. Jordan
What is
now.
happening?
Jordan notably was having issues coming out of turn 4 with his tire heat, so he is struggling to pacify his medium tires.
Gore
here.
is side by side with BMW here on the inside with those mediums.
Oh, and he
And-
taps him a little
It
bit.
hits!
And
BMW
Gore has spun.
Sends him spinning.
The current champion of Tier 2 has now spun. He's going to be put himself into 11th.
Yeah, he has to wait.
And we see Blaze doing a really good job in second place at the moment, though the gap between first and second is 1.8 at the moment. So Kublai is building that gap again, just showing his pace compared to everyone else. But we do see both alphas next to each other as well. Very good job by Dumb.
I'm not sure if it's just the sign of the contact, but BMW Power is up to 18% wear on his rear tires, and this is lap 2. So
he's gonna have to pit
those-
really early compared to everyone else on the softs.
and it looks like Ruda is all over the back of his Alfa Romeo teammate, but he's on the harder compounds. But now, like
Could get the move done.
medium tires are the better choice. They are less worn. Oh, they're getting so close. That might have been side pod contact.
Ooh, yeah.
Ruda goes for a little cheeky cut of the corner, but he gets by because his teammate, Only Use My Dad, goes wide.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see everyone's tire.
Very close to rear-ending there. Only Use My Dad. I think he should wait until the next lap on the DRS straight to attempt to move. I don't think he's gonna dive up the inside here.
Okay, very interesting, guys. Look, so Kublai on the softs. Oh, never mind. The thing updated very slowly, but looks like everyone on the softs is getting a lot of tire wear. Almost 20% out for Kublai. Blaze also around that, and Only Use My Dad. If it updates quick enough for me.
Only Use My Dad does not have a Oh!
Ooh,
and
yeah.
Ruda goes wide!
Ruda just
Just
spun out.
about to say, Ruda is absolutely in the best position, but he is no longer in the best position. He was the only one in the top 5 with the mediums, and he is taking off his right wing.
And he takes 38% on his right wing here.
The two teammates collide. Yeah, you could see that one coming as they were coming onto the long right-hander in sector 3.
And interesting to note, after Babushka's contact with Righteous, he's up to 50% wing damage on his and 20% on his left. So he will be waiting until his tires disintegrate underneath him, go to pit, and then change.
And actually, something interesting. Sahil. Oh no, that's not Sahil. What the? Update quicker, please.
Big battle here for 10th place here.
Oh,
yeah, I see that.
Righteous
oh my God, that's the second time now.
That is the second time, and I think Gore is about to collect two positions here. Off! Oh, that is getting very close with Babushka and Gore.
Babushka just needs to relax right now.
Loses 2 spots as well.
Yep, he does. I don't know why at the moment, but
yeah, too much action here to follow.
Sahil gets a bit wide and just comes right back on, right next to BMW.
Sahil goes down the inside on the hard tires. Who cuts him out of that track though?
Yep.
Oh, and he gets tapped by a Cookie!
Completely rear-ends Sahil!
Oh no! What's Cookie doing?
That was a Lewis Hamilton if I've ever seen one on Albon. My goodness.
Wow.
Babushka into the pits to fix his tires, probably with going on to the hards at this stage, and that will be for the end of the race. He'll be fixing his front wing.
Cookie's still out.
Yeah, Cookie's still out next to both.
No, I'm talking about Babushka.
Oh, okay.
Who is, by the way, serving a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Righteous.
Yep, and both.
Yeah, what a crazy
Williams.
collapse here in France.
Sahil.
The biggest winner, I don't want to curse him, but the biggest winner right now is Rogue.
Hey, the commentary is
cursed.
cursed.
He's in 5th position right now. He can just, you know.
Well, don't discount Chipsy. I know Chipsy's only in 3rd right now, but he's on mediums, and he started far down the field. Kublai and Blaze are about to have their tires just taken out right from under them. They are hitting the tire edge now.
Yeah.
But Kublai, importantly, he's got 4-second gap. He's past the DRS window behind him, as is Blaze, and yeah, that's huge if you want to pull away. The DRS here is so important if you want to keep the car in front of you.
And looking at some...
And just looking at the tire wears, just to interrupt for a second, it does put Chipsy and Rogue into the best positions, I think, for this, because they're so far out the field with the tires and the wear they have. This is everything's coming up Chipsy, everything's coming up Rogue at the moment.
I was gonna say Sahil as well until Cookie unfortunately stabbed him in the back a little bit.
Only for that, taking up a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
That's gonna hurt for sure.
Well, the two Williams are very close to each other as they come up behind.
You know, honestly, I don't think they're actually gonna be fighting.
Yeah, I think Righteous and Gore are definitely the two teammates who will be letting each other by.
Oh, as you say that, Gore goes on the inside, but Righteous,
Righteous will back off and leave him by because Righteous's tires are going off at the moment. Gore's in the best position.
And Rogue is catching up now very closely to Chipsy. Only 300s behind him.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Here we go. We'll see in DRS straight.
DRS will definitely help him out. It's going to put Rogue now on the hards into 3rd place.
Yeah. The sitting duck here, Chipsy, no DRS. It's going to be job done for Rogue.
Gypsy, accepting defeat, puts it down into 0 mode ERS. Rogue, not breaking a sweat, only puts it up into mode 3 to get that overtake done. And I think Gypsy will just save his energy instead. He understands that maybe Rogue is just a faster driver on harder tires, and he'll do better just to tuck in to his slipstream and try to follow his pace as much as he can.
Let's see, looking at tire wear, I think this people on softs are going to be pitting this lap or next lap. I think it's around
It makes
35.
me think that, especially if they go on the mediums, I don't think a one stop is realistic here.
Yeah, honestly, like
Not like this, at least.
they might have to go double unless they plan on switching to hards.
Well, just looking at it right now from my tire simulations, it looks like Rad, who put on the hard tires a couple of laps ago, is not in a position to make it to the end of the race unless he's about 5 laps worth of tire. He at current projections, he'll make it to lap 23 with drivable, or not even drivable tires, with non-punctured tires, we'll say.
Interesting.
So Gypsy will have DRS on the next straight, see if he can come back at Gore, or sorry, Rogue. Mode 5 on ERS. DRS wide open, but I don't think he's close enough. I think Rogue might be just too slippery in a straight line.
MLG God picks up a time penalty, and so does the Hill. And we are seeing also behind the Gypsy and Rogue, Ruda is making a move on BMW. He's catching up with the medium tires as the softs are starting to die off here. Sure, it looks like Cookie has lost position as well.
Yeah, just on the, again, most of the positions now you'll see the change are simply just DRS straight, as well as with Jordan and Cookie just now.
Those softs are starting to give up. Everyone's gonna have to start pitting soon. The 5 people on it.
Gore and Sahil are going at it now. Sahil, you can tell he's a little bit struggling right now on those hards. He's losing the back end just ever so slightly. And Rogue will be all over that. Sorry, Gore, I don't know why I'm
When
Ruda
Ruda
goes for a move on BMW power, it sends them both wide.
Yep, and that's gonna put actually BMW is going for the pits and he speeds into the pit lane. Wow.
Yes, he does. And
Oh, here he comes.
yeah, Gore looks like he's gonna get the move done on Sahil in the next. I think he's gonna be patient through turn 1, as he is. He might. Yeah.
Oh, and Sil just gives up.
Yeah, Sahil. I think he smelled an incident coming, so he's just be extra careful. And fair play to him. We'll see if he can stay within DRS range.
Someone we want to keep an eye out for any incidents is definitely BMW, since he has 23 penalty points.
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's realistically talk now about the consequences of some of the incidents, because from our point of view, this isn't, an FIA ruling or anything, but I'm just saying, off the cuff, I do think that BMW is going to be picking up a race ban for 2 of his incidents today. They were clearly avoidable, and he just kind of, I don't know, avoidable incidents, and I think if we talk about repercussions for that, it definitely adds to his point total of 23 right now, and I think he's inching his way closer and closer to a race ban. It's just whether he'll pick it up in this race, or whether he'll pick it up at next race and have to serve it next season if he decides.
It's getting really close with only use my dad as it gets past them on the straight.
Yeah,
Cookie just I just caught that by accident, but Cookie, I think I should have suffered some wing damage.
Is he? Let's see.
He spun out of the chicane.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He has no end plates at all. Cookie,
He has
so
31% on left and 25% on the right. He'll definitely want to change that.
Jordan goes wide.
Oh, and we're seeing a sector flea flag. What is
Yeah,
that?
that'll be Jordan. Jordan has cooked his medium tires up to 40.
Oh my god!
Track
Holy shit, be careful, guys.
Two passing cars.
Someone needs to definitely look at the rules here about the whole resetting the track safely.
MLG and Cookie getting very close to a collision there. MLG just goes wide. And Cookie, I think, will be looking to get that position back, but Cookie's up to 50% wear on his tires. So it'll be interesting to know whether he can get it back on MLG, who's currently, I can't tell you, he doesn't have his telemetry on.
Ruda is sorta catching up to Gore at the moment, and Rogue is catching up to Blaze on those hards, so Rogue is on a really good advantage right now on those hards.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
10 seconds, I believe, behind the rest of the grid, kinda, other than Gypsy.
Rogue is right on the back of Blaze right now, and Blaze is dying with 60% wear on his tires. He has to come in like in the next lap, or he might risk puncture territory at that point. And
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to know whether Rogue decides to go for it, which it does look like he's looking for the inside move. If I was Rogue, not to tell somebody how to drive, but I would definitely wait to see if he
got
gets.
spun. Sorry to interrupt. He spun out of the chicane, and his
Kublai
tire
is into the
very
pits.
hot now.
Blaze is into the pits.
Yep, so here comes Rogue.
Rogue absolutely inherits the lead here.
He's gonna keep it for a bit too.
Yep, because the next 3 down are all on the harder compound tires.
Well, Kublai just switched to medium, so that puts the point. Are they gonna do one stop now? Probably, I think. I feel like the mediums might be able
Blase
to
actually
last.
goes on the hards, so Blase doesn't believe in the mediums.
Interesting, yeah.
Interesting to see Blase and Kublai, because they pit the same lap, but Kublai's on a
Ooh,
medium.
and Cookie goes wide into the pit turn.
Well, just to say.
Oh, he's going into pits.
So it's been 8 laps for Gore on the medium compound tire, as well as Chipsy and Ruda. They're all hovering around 30% wear right now. So that's about 2% a lap. It'll be interesting to know whether they can take it to the end or not on the mediums, especially considering their wear. I believe there was chatter amongst them saying that you really had to push your softs an extra lap or 2 if you want to make the soft to medium last.
Yeah.
And it might be a better idea, especially on a high deck track, to just take the harder compound and deal with the initial slowness in the stint and have fresher tires. BMW is right on the back of MLG. MLG is getting bent out of shape coming into the DRS straight into turn 8. Will we see BMW Power make a move? He should catching really quickly.
Yeah, he's got the move done here. Oh, they kind of go very close, but it's fine.
He squeezes him under braking. We'll
gonna
see if MLG gets right back by.
Righteous is catching up too.
Yeah, biding his time behind them. Sahil is right on the back of Ruda right now, and it looks like the hard tires might be coming into their own. They both have a amount of wing damage, but Sahil has.
Righteous will make the move on MLG God as he goes way too wide, and this is the turn.
The battle for 11th or for 10th here is heating up.
Righteous does have 12% on his wing for the left wing. Ooh. That could have been really bad here. Sahil picks up another time penalty for corner cutting, I believe, as he closes in the gap to Ruda. But
MLG gets a bad exit off of that last corner, and already a second and a half down.
I think this will absolutely be the place where Sahil overtakes Ruda. He's this close with DRS plus his ERS reserves. He's got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a clean sail right by.
So definitely those people starting on the hards, it's paid off for them. We sort of doubted the choice of strategy in qualifying, but
I think chiefly the people on the hards have been able to avoid the collisions the most, so that has definitely contributed to their ability. Ruda picks up 3 seconds.
Ruda also has 38% damage on his right wing. I don't know if that will also contribute to his.
Righteous passes BMW on the straight. They're so side by side around the chicane actually, except BMW goes a little bit wide and loses that spot. So I'll keep an eye on that battle for you guys on 10th.
Yeah, and you're saying that that Ruda has 38% damage on his wing.
Oh my god.
Sahil, not as much. He's only at 20.
That was very dangerous by BMW. He almost tagged the rear of Righteous.
Yeah, everyone driving on the limit right now, as you can see over the first few laps.
Well, on the limit, a lot of times exceeding the limit for these guys. You really got to be careful when you're league racing. It's not just your race that you're gonna fuck up; it's somebody else's.
No flashbacks, so.
Yeah, and like, it's a week wait between races for most of these guys. So you know, it's not nice to have that ruined.
Jordan's picked up
it's
another.
Definitely soul crushing to have your race ruined on lap 1 after practicing all week. I know how that feels, and yeah, definitely sucks.
The closest gap we have so far is just BMW and Righteous.
Yeah, it's the battle for the 1 point here.
And
We actually don't have any tier 1 drivers here, so no one will get filtered out of the standings. So as you see these positions change, that'll be the positions.
Well, there is a lot of penalties going around right now. I think Jordan's on his third penalty. I can check real quick if I hover over him for a second.
Well,
Yep,
I can just give you a brief rundown.
BMW.
After
Oh.
BMW with the dive of the century. Oh my God, that was.
Oh, and he-
way to come back on.
What is BMW
That was
doing?
never gonna work. I'm sorry.
Did he tag MLG in that? Because he ghosted for me.
They may have
He
ghosted.
does not have any damage.
Yeah, MLG did go wide on the next turn, probably out of heart attack.
Yeah.
And it looks like BMW's just going straight back at it.
What is he
we
doing?
can't
You
do
gotta
that.
calm down here. He's gonna make
I
the.
think he's overheating as well.
Yeah. Their tires are getting hot.
Meanwhile, Kubile and Ruda battling for 5th. Kubile's
Look at
on the
that.
fresher mediums. Ruda's hasn't pitted yet, so
Sorry, just to give everyone a brief, quick rundown. Chipsy with 3 penalty points, Gore with 3 penalty points, Heel with 9 penalty points, Ruda with 3 penalty seconds.
Seconds, yeah.
Who's it? Jordan with 15 penalty seconds.
Yeah.
Only used by Dad with 3. BMW is going for a move on turn 1. Will a collision happen?
Oh,
Yes,
they
it does!
tapped, and that's again. BMW is now. This is like the 5th time I've seen him spin. I
his
swear.
reverse is on to track.
There's a lot of space
Something's
behind him,
almost
so
there.
he's
Oh,
fine.
does he keep his rear? I think he needs to pit. Honestly, his tires are
Yeah.
dead.
And now it's Bakusa's turn to make a move on
you-
MLG God as he goes wide
you
again.
say his tires are dead. His wear right now is 15% on average. So
I just mean the heat. Like
yeah, he needs to take care.
if this was realistic, he would have square tires right now.
Yes, he would. He would be driving on essentially just cylinder block.
Yeah.
Bakushka gets past MLG God of ease, even though they kind of tapped it. And Jordan has left the session, so I don't know why. It looks like he's fine. Right?
He is ghosting, so his AI is taken over, and I believe we have a competent ghosting rule now. So our ghosts are not. They're no longer 20% AI. I believe they're
Ruda's
within
pitting.
the range of 80. Yep, Ruda is pitting from. He's got 45% wear on his mediums. That's not as long as he could take them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he is pitting.
Actually, wait.
Uh,
Wait, what?
And
Oh.
his
His
crew
crew was
ready.
not ready. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on here? He must be pissed, honestly. He's changing his wing. That's going to cause more time delay for him to come out of the pits. And Chipsy, or no, this is Jordan now in the pits as well early on.
MLG God goes into the pits as well, picking up a penalty for speeding.
Jordan into the
Damn.
pits.
Yeah, the medium runner.
Jordan's AI has put him into the pits.
Yeah.
I would be furious.
Well,
because
his-
that has happened to me before.
And he
His
just joined
tire
back
was
again.
very,
Must be very confused as to why he's in the pits right now.
no, his tires were at 40%, like all of them. So, I mean, it could be a blessing in disguise.
That
Honestly.
is true. Yeah, he did start in the mediums, so I guess
Still,
not.
still ghosted though. Rejoins right in front of BMW. Maybe he's it might be best for him to be ghosted when he rejoins.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of action with BMW today. And
BMW getting very close now. Very close now to Jordan.
I believe when you come back, it gives you that 5 lights out. So
Yeah.
it could just
Oh.
be waiting. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. So right off the bat, they're going to be fighting now on the straight. He's going to have some defending to do. On his
BMW
new
Power
tires.
has exhausted most of his energy, and this is a theme with him. He exhausts a lot of his energy. Jordan kind of opening it up, saying, "No, you
Oh,
take
the
me
touch.
inside."
Oh my
Touch,
god.
touch, and Jordan goes spinning. I'll be honest. I think that might be one incident where it's not entirely BMW's fault. Jordan was squeezing him on the entry, and I do think that BMW might have held his line there. But I would have to see the replay. I was only watching BMW there.
Yeah, I went into like the camera mode and I think I kind of missed it. The sun kind
Righteous
of blocks a lot
all
of the
over
track.
the rear of Ruda here,
Yep, watching that
and
as well.
Blase coming right over the rear of Chipsy.
It's good to note that Righteous has 44% wing damage on his left. He hasn't not changed it yet.
Righteous is very, very good at driving damage. He's unfortunately had a lot of practice with it.
For sure.
You,
I mean, yeah.
usually
Tier
through
two.
usually through no fault of his own. It is a useful skill to pick up in tier 2 to know exactly how your aerodynamic balance is affected. And honestly, we give tier 2 a bad name, but that happens a lot in tier 1 as well. So
Yeah.
it's a useful
yeah.
skill for anyone to have, really.
So no one is actually within DRS range right now.
Yep.
Not even Righteous. I think he was about a 600th of a second off getting that extra boost in speed.
We are seeing the slow time come up for a bit. Let's see, who has the fastest lap? Did we ever catch that?
Fastest lap currently is
Kublai.
Kublai.
25.0 on that.
I doubt it would be easy to beat, considering that I don't think anyone's strategy lends itself right now to switching to softs before the end of the race, and I don't think a fresh set of mediums could beat even a worn set of softs when he set that lap on lap 2.
Well, Radical
considering
could.
his... Oh, Radical is disconnected, maybe?
He'll picks up another
No.
time penalty.
Radical is unghosted. Oh, it's ghosted because of the backmarker, right? Interestingly enough, I think Radical may have picked up damage because he started on the hards, but 7 laps later he pit onto the softs. That's unless there was major damage, I'm not sure I completely agree with that strategy choice.
No, I think he wouldn't have pitted straight from the hards to the softs when he did if it wasn't damaged, so must have been severe. But yeah, very unfortunate for Radical.
So how many more
looks
laps?
like,
Righteous as well, they had rig.
Righteous has lost about 1.3 seconds to Ruda. Jordan picking up another time penalty. He's currently on 18 seconds. I don't know how close you can get before you get disqualified. I do know you do get disqualified after enough.
I think it's
you
around.
can get black flags if you get too many cording cutting penalties.
I think it's like 25-ish or something like that. I've gone pretty high limit too once.
Well, we're just past the halfway point of this race, and
Action-packed has been the first half.
yeah, top 3 hasn't pitted yet.
Ooh,
As I say that, Rogue
Gore.
jumps to the pits.
No, that's Gore. And Sahil.
Gore with 60.
Still picks up a
60% on
5-second
front
penalty.
left.
And Sahil
For
pits as
speeding in the
well.
pit lane.
That's gonna push him up now closer to Jordan. He's gonna switch to mediums, yep. Gore's gonna switch to
Sahil.
hards.
Like is he serving his penalty?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Okay.
When do you guys think Rogue is gonna pit?
I think he might be stretching it out towards the for the softs, maybe lap 20-ish. I don't know what his wear is. Kia, maybe you can help us out with that.
So
Sorry, who's?
Rogue.
Rogue is currently at 40% wear.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna be stretching out for maybe 4 more laps and then trying to make it to the end on the softs.
Yeah, Rogue will definitely be going on onto the stops in the end, so he will probably be picking up the fastest lap because he will continue to have clean air. Kublai is far behind him.
Oh, it's only 16 seconds. If he pits, I mean, he'll be right behind him, I think, or close enough.
No, he'll come out with a decent enough gap, but he'll have a lap or two before he gets right back into the dirty air. So I think he'll have the opportunity to take that fastest lap because we know he's a quick driver.
The 2 Alfa Romeos battling once
Yeah,
again.
see
We're
that.
just getting DRS. I'll only use my dad to see if he has enough space to make this.
Ruda makes the
move.
turn.
Go side by side.
They did tap each other
Look at
earlier.
that. I expected one of them to go flying, but that was a clean move by Ruda into 7th place.
Gore now under second behind Blaise, who will probably be finishing the race on those 7-lap hards.
Blaise was very wide on those.
Yeah, and Gore's going to be capitalizing that by the...
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh, gets the
and
move
Blaise
done.
just
Yeah.
He just lets
Nice
the
of
move
him.
get done,
Gore
and
locks
Gore
up a
locks
little
up. Yeah, he's locked up there quite a few times.
Blaise does get the DRS, so that might have been a cheeky ploy, but did not work out too well.
Radical ends up pitting for mediums.
Alfa Romeo's continuing to battle. Won't have enough space here to make the move done, but he does gain back some time with the DRS. But he is only 10% left on his battery, so not the best battery saving from or energy saving from only use my dad here. He's gonna need that energy to pass through on the straight.
Just to reiterate a point here, Sahil, as it stands, is dropping 4 positions after the race end if he does not increase this gap behind him, because he has 12 seconds worth of penalties.
And I believe Jordan might be Actually, no. Jordan has a big enough gap to where it might not affect him too much, but he's definitely not going to be in the
who
top
spins?
10.
Rad spins. Rad spins on turn 8.
Yep, he's ghosted.
He's not having the best of races.
I don't think a lot of people are having the best races here. I think it's only really gone well for Rogue here.
Yep, and the gap
Yeah.
between him and Kublai is growing at least by a second right now.
I mean, yeah, that's racing sometimes. Sometimes it's Spence was faster, and sometimes you just gotta get lucky and avoid incidents around you.
And sometimes it's crashing your teammate out to win the championship.
Okay.
We got Blase closing the distance to Gore. Blase with the more
Ooh.
worn tires.
So Hill picks up fastest lap. 134.7.
So he does on the fresher set of mediums, 2 laps old. And I think Sakil realizes that his penalties are a massive disadvantage to him and is really putting the pedal to the metal now.
Ooh, Babushka goes on a move for Righteous. Going
See
to
how
the
that
turn.
goes. This is going to be the third time now.
He's on the inside.
Oh, they
Righteous
take it
Give
safe.
the space he does.
He doesn't want an incident to happen again for the third time in a row
Yeah.
with Bakushka.
And if Righteous is smart here, he's gonna give Babushka this position because I don't think he's gonna make it to the end of the race on those mediums.
No, he has
Whereas
to repit.
Righteous, he can easily make it to the end of the race on his hards. So stay within DRS range and get the little toe.
Looks like
He does
Righteous
close the
is
door on him.
Yes, he
Babushka
does.
Oh, and they tap again!
Babushka
This is the third time in a row now where Bakushka
is-
has
That
kind
is
of.
3 contacts with Righteous and Babushka.
And so Hill picks up
Skill-
another 3-second penalty.
Up to 15 seconds of penalties.
I mean, who's gonna
That'll
get
put
more?
him. That'll put him into the waiting arms of Jordan, but Jordan gets
Yeah.
pushed back 18 seconds, so that won't impact him too much.
Rogue at the top actually pits for medium, so he didn't do what we were thinking and go for the softs in lap 20 something. He actually goes for the mediums. Huge overcut on everyone else around him.
Yep, now he's 6 seconds behind Kublai, which I think he can close in that gap within 8 laps
Yeah,
here.
that'll be interesting. Where's the Amazon prediction for overtaking
So
right now?
Interesting to know. It wasn't a matter of him not having enough softs, because we know you automatically, regardless of the preset you
Yeah.
choose,
Ooh.
you do have a fresh set coming into the race.
I think Righteous might be pulling in a soft. I think he's on the pits right now. I want to see.
Feasibly, he could. Yeah. There are racers who made it 8 laps from their starting softs.
Yep,
so
he's switching
going
to
with the
softs.
fresh up- Yep. So my prediction changes to Righteous for fastest lap. He just needs to make sure that he gets within 18 seconds of Jordan to make it into the top 10.
How mad do you think he is at Bakushka, though, is the question. Can we see almost free reports for Bakushka? I feel like Bakushka is in threat of like Holly ban for next race.
From this race alone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
maybe.
from this race alone, he might be facing that, depending on how severe these incidents were,
Yeah.
because we didn't get the best
I do
reviews.
want to see those two in the interview room after the race. Individually,
Absolutely.
of course, not at the same time.
Yeah. I don't think it's our policy to interview people in groups other than that one time. But yeah, and it does look like Righteous is within 18 seconds of Jordan. He is, especially with these softs. He's gonna close that gap anyway. He will get into 10th position, meaning the fastest lap, if he chooses to take it, which he will go to him.
And so Hill picks up again the fastest lap of 33.9, but obviously Righteous will eventually take that over unless he screws up a little bit.
It's interesting seeing all the different strategies that played out today, because usually it's like more or less pretty similar, but today we've had pretty much everything. We've had people
Yeah,
qualify on the softs, we have people on mediums, qualify on hards, and even the pit windows are all different. So
Oh yeah,
we'll see
usually.
towards the end of the race how it who got it right and who got it wrong.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna be expecting
Jordan.
Chipsy and Rogue to be pitting soon enough. Rogue's just pit. We're gonna be expecting Chipsy, I believe, to pit soon enough.
I think he's on six
No,
lap old
Chipsy's
hards.
staying there.
He's definitely not pitting.
Oh, sorry. My meter is totally broken. Never mind. He's telling me
Sorry.
he's on.
We're looking
19.
for
The
only
only
use my
person
dad
pitting
and
here,
Bakushka.
I think, is Babushka can only use my dad. Babushka's on 16 lap old mediums. If they can last 7 more laps, I don't know.
So
Let me check.
Jordan's on
No,
21
his-
seconds now.
his tires are projected to last only till lap 22, 24 if he can make them last until 70%. Past that, he has no chance. So to make his strat work, should be pitting this lap or the next, or it will not make sense. He won't have enough time on the softs to recuperate the lost time for the pit stop.
Guys, Rogue has caught up to Kublai. 2-second gap in only 2 laps. And Rogue picks up actually a time penalty. Does Kublai have anything? Yes, he does.
No, he does not. He does not. So that is Rogue needing to put a 3-second gap in 6 laps to Kublai.
Yeah, that's a big ask for him. Yeah, Babushka does pit this lap. As does only used by Dad, so yeah. These will be the last pit stops that we'll see today.
Zale picks up another time penalty as well, so I think he's almost reaching the 20-second mark. Jordan has at 21.
Yeah, Jordan is on the 21-second mark. Sahil is on 15 seconds.
So I guess we'll find out today. Do you get black flagged around 25, 30? We'll find out. Hopefully. I mean, not hopefully, but, you know, I just want to see.
Here we go, Rogue.
And
He's used all of his battery to catch
Kublai. He has completely depleted his energy reserves, and Kublai also not looking so pretty with his either.
Wow, yeah.
He's on 12% and D rating, and Rogue is on 0. He is flat. Braking now recovers 9% for him.
Right, just picks up the fastest lap, which we saw
as
coming.
Expected.
Jordan or
Yeah,
not
but
Jordan?
Rogue is on 10 lap fresher tires than Kublai.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt he's going to get past him, but can he get the gap?
Just comparing their times, as they cross the line, we could probably see, but right now, just from Sector 1, Rogue is almost a second faster than Kublai. Kublai puts in a 35.9, and Rogue puts in a 34.6. So it's not quite a whole second. Sorry, it is bigger than a whole second faster. So this is totally plausible if Rogue can keep up this pace to build that 3-second gap. It's just a matter of really utilizing the DRS on this next straight. Which
Kublai opens the door for him.
Kublai, and it's a fight. It is a fight. It is a fight to see who will give each other DRS. They were fighting for the detection zone.
That might have been on purpose for Kublai.
It looks like Rogue gets it. Yeah, Kublai absolutely left that door wide open for Rogue to try to sneak up the inside.
And Rogue will try to make.
Rogue's gotta make the move and see if he can't put enough distance between himself and the next DRS line, which is the start for the straight, if I'm not incorrect.
You are correct.
Yeah. But as it stands, Rogue, maybe it would have been prudent for him to take that opportunity, because now he's just lost an entire lap of time to set in his 3-second needed gap. He's really running out of time here. He does not have a lot of time to look for a perfect opportunity to pass. He's got
to. If I'm Kublai here, I'm defending for my life, because every lap that I don't get past is one less lap that he can build that 3-second gap. Obviously, I don't think he knows that, or he might if Jeff told him. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting for the next 5 laps here.
It doesn't look like he's gonna get by on this straight. Just want to check right here to see Kublai.
Sahil and Blase. Sorry to interrupt. Sahil's gonna go on a move for Blase here on the straight. He's gonna be in mode 3 ERS. Actually goes down to 0, so I think he's just getting the toe. He's not looking for a move just yet.
Because it's useless for Sahil. He has too many penalties to actually contemplate a move and even risk getting a penalty. Kublai slowing down again for the detection point, but now Rogue has built up his energy reserve. He's on 80%, and Kublai is only on 30. Going for the outside. Rogue gets by and just flies away.
Yeah, wow.
I doubt Kublai will be able to recuperate that time now, and he's got to be careful to not pick up his own penalty. I can't see how many warnings he has, but if it's anything like anyone else,
he's weaving.
Weaving.
What is this?
Rogue is beginning to break the toe.
It may have kind of worked.
Sahil makes a move on Blase.
And Gore is about to make a move on Gypsy for third.
All the action is coming in waves. Like, we can have 5 minutes of no action, and then everything happens at once. So sorry if we missed something. Yeah, Kublai is already 9/10 behind Rogue.
And Gore might make the move on Gypsy on the start-finish straight. The DRS for sure.
Yeah, that'll be expected, considering Gypsy is riding those curves really heavily, not getting as good acceleration as he can. Gore will be probably looking to just straight out drag him, not get stuck behind him on the exit of this turn. DRS, ERS 4, mode fuel 3, and he will be sending it, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Chipsy pulls away, and Gore actually turned down his ERS again.
Yeah, he had his ERS at 0 for most of that straight, so I think he's waiting for the longer one to make that move.
And just an update, Cubile is 1.3 seconds behind, so out of DRS range, but Rogue only has 3 laps now to make up this 1.5 second deficit, which he has done just in this last lap.
I think Rogue's gonna get away with it here.
Something interesting, Chipsy has 6 seconds worth of penalties, and Gore has 3, so Gore may not be so pushy to try to pick it up, but he is going to pass him on the straight.
Go on the inside. Gypsy gives him
Gore
room.
just
That's
giving
job done for Gore.
Giving a little indication that no, I will not let you
Oh, and
by.
he lets him get rest.
And now Gypsy's side by side with him again. And he has to see that position. Yeah, not the best exit from that.
Going
Left,
back
right.
and forth now.
Cubile now 2.2 seconds behind
And I think we might just see Rogue run away with it, honestly. 15 lap old mediums are not going to fare well.
There was a 2-second time difference in the
Yeah,
last
look at
lap.
this. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it's pretty much gone away from Kubilay's hands here. It looks like the idea of going softs and mediums did not work out. The hards and medium strat were much better.
That's in a 34 flat, and Kubile puts in a 35.5.
What's interesting to me is that Rogue started on the hards completely by accident because he's tried to qualify on the mediums. He just invalidated his lap. So he started 11th with free choice. He's like, okay, might as well start on the hards.
Chipsy picks up 3 seconds.
Yep, so that's now
Put
6
him,
seconds.
9, and not within range of Sahil.
I mean,
Of course, because Sahil's got 18 seconds penalties.
Bill is dropping all the way down. Looks like
Oh,
Jordan.
Chipsy gets a bit wide. I
Oh,
don't think.
still picks up another 3
Sahil with
seconds.
Another warning.
21. He's on tied with Jordan right now for 21 seconds.
So he is, and that will put him down into 7th position.
Only 7th.
Gore makes a dive onto Chipsy. You want to call it a dive, but it was a late move. But Chipsy lets him.
But
walk through that
Chipsy's
door now.
right on his rear again, right on his gearbox, and yep, Cubile now 3.8 seconds behind Rogue. Rogue will have to spin, or Cubile will have to activate mode Lion and find another fucking engine to to really set this to put a dent in that time.
And I wonder, what other battles can we see right before the end of the race here? Doesn't seem like there's going to be much other than Chipsy and Gore.
And that doesn't even matter. It'll be on-track battles, but in terms of standings, Gore's got this.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to talk about our driver of the day. And I think we can all agree on who it'll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan, right?
Yep.
Right. Well.
I was gonna go with BMW Power, but I think everyone.
Oh, Jordan picked up another 3 seconds. What is he at? 24?
He's 24 seconds behind penalties.
I want to see 25. Come on.
I want to see him. I want to see him behind Radical by the end of this. That's all I want.
He might be. I don't know.
No, he won't. Radical's 40 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, for real.
Rogue has
Rogue.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, that was the obvious one. Yeah.
I think
No battles going on right now with a lap and a half to go.
MLG.
And, I think we could just make a little announcement here about the drivers who we're going to interview. So stay tuned. I believe we're obviously going to interview Rogue, just ask him about the tire strategy and whether it was a mistake or not, and how that really played out in his mind, especially with the looming penalty over his head. And then we're probably going to ask Righteous about his contacts with Babushka, and Babushka about his contacts with Righteous.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then from there, I'm not sure. Who
Oh,
do you wanna see?
Jordan stalled on track. I think
He
he had
has?
to spin and reset. Luckily,
That-
he's
That
ghosted.
could put him in range of Radical.
It might. No.
No.
He's still 40 seconds. And Cookie picks up a time penalty as well.
Yeah, and Cookie just lets Jordan right back by. Sportsmanship win, I guess? Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Oh, Cookie, very,
Ooh,
very
very
close to missing
wide.
his breaking point there.
I'd say Cookie's not two plays of his race.
It's nice to
Oh, Gore goes
have an
very wide.
interesting France race compared to real life this year.
Yeah.
This last season, I guess.
Sorry, Gore just gets really wide coming into turn 5 onto the
Well, we see
turn
Chipsy
5
make a
before
move.
6 on...
Will
No,
Chips-
I don't
He's
think
8%.
I don't know. You never know. Come on.
He's
Create
on
some
8%
action.
ERS.
he takes that turn really well. Gore just can't seem to get the entry into the kink on the straight down. But
I just want to read out how much battery life, how much ERS people have saved. So Rogue has 8%, Cublade 13, Gore 8, Chipsy 6.
Oh, careful.
oh, there's
Chipsy.
a contact between Chipsy and Gore.
No, they're good. They're good. Light tap.
Laze 17. And yeah, so very, very aggressive ERS usage from
And
the
here
top
we go.
5.
Rogue takes the win in France. Congratulations to him. He spins, or not spins, he waves a little bit, then there he goes.
Salutes the pit lane.
And Kublai in second place right behind him.
Yeah, 7-second gap. That's
Now we have
4.5 after the penalty.
our Tier 2 champion, Gore, coming in third. Gypsy right behind him with a respectable fourth. Sahil, who's currently in fifth, will definitely move down once everyone else starts passing by him. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, actually, Sahil picks up another...
It picks up an additional penalty. That is 29 total
Oh
seconds
my
penalties
God.
for Sahil.
Yep, Sahil's definitely moving down the grid. I think 7th is the farthest he'll go, though, because Bakushka is 40 seconds back.
Yeah. And Babushka, I believe, has some penalties to serve, so...
Wow, what an interesting race for sure. A lot of contact in the opening
Oh,
laps.
my dad having a bit of a moment coming out of the third to last turn. Saves it.
And here we go. Bakushka crosses the line. Only use my dad goes wide.
Right, just doubling his points by by grabbing the fastest lap there. And BMW Power will be our last driver across the line. Let's just talk about him for a second. He's had a fairly not incident-free race, if we can say that. It'll be interesting to see what the repercussions of that is. If
Yeah.
all of the incidents were his fault, I think I guaranteed at least one of them was
I mean,
fairly clear-cut from our perspective. At least.
hey, Bellic, this is not PS4, this is computer.
PC.
PC.
The
Personal
dominant
computer.
way to play video games. I'm kidding. I have a PS4.
Let me get rid of my
Nice.
thing.
It's nice but I don't use it. Anyway, congrats to Gore or Rogue on his win.
For sure. Let's see. Oh my god, 29 seconds for Sahil. That's just crazy.
Yep.
I want to see the race director here. Wow, that is a long ass list. Wow.
I think if we can, I'd like to start our interviews off with our winner for today.
Yep, let me just switch to the interview room real quick. You know, we're walking, and bam. Okay, we're in the interview room. Pull him in. Where'd he go? I was going up there. Okay. Okay, we'll get interview started in just a second.
Oh,
Hello, Rogue.
Hello, you're super quiet for me.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're good now.
Welcome to the interview room. Congratulations on the victory. Just right out of the gate, I
Hello.
think you are our driver of the day.
Yeah.
Could you just talk us through your tire strategy? Was it a choice? Was it by accident? We saw you trying to qualify on the mediums, and maybe invalidating.
Yep. Went out for tried to do quality laps on mediums, and I thought I didn't complete my first lap because I'm pretty sure I knew I could improve, and literally right as I was starting my final lap, I invalidated turn 1. So pretty much screwed myself. But at that point, I just had to keep my nose clean for the race. So.
And what do you think your secret to success for getting so high was?
I want to say not being reckless.
Yeah, I mean, I won't argue with that. The
Yeah.
And you did
instances
do a
we've
good
seen
job.
on stream today, I don't want to sound like Claire in the interview, but like sometimes you gotta let
You
the
left a lot of
idiots.
paint on the walls and on other cars. Not you, but other people.
Yeah, I was hearing it. No, don't worry, I was hearing about it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just trying to keep consistent. Let my don't push too hard on that track because your tires will die and you will spin like
Yep.
a lot of people did.
And
So
let's also talk about that final stint when you pit and you ended up behind Cubile, and you had not only to pass him, but then you got a penalty, I think, on your first lap out on those mediums, right? So talk about tell us about that and really trying to get by him.
yeah, I had 2 warnings for like forever. So like I got them like towards the beginning of the race. So I honestly thought that he was gonna do a 2-stop because I didn't expect the tire wear to be that good. Like I thought I was like the tires felt great for me the entire race. Like on those hards, I was gonna pit lap 15, but they felt great. So I just went a couple longer. So I knew I had the pace to get him, but I honestly didn't know if he was gonna pit or what because he started on the softs, and I thought his tires were gonna go. So I waited a little bit for because I was really managing my ERS and throughout that because that track is hard on saving. You cannot save around there at all, really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I scrolled through the top 5, their battery percentage, and like most of them were below 10 at one point.
Yeah.
So,
It's
definitely
hard.
aggressive energy usage on
Yeah,
that
so
track.
he tried. I stayed behind him for I think it was like 2 or 3 laps, just so I can get enough fuel or
Yeah.
ERS to break that DRS gap when I do pass him sooner or later, which I did. But he did have some tactics. I think he sandbagged for the back DRS straight, and I was
Yeah.
not having it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we saw that he left the door wide open for you.
Yeah, no, I knew his tricks, so I let him have the grand opportunity of going first through there, so it worked out well. So but yeah, I just wanted to save for a couple laps. I wasn't even trying to battle him, so but
Yeah,
I knew
I
what
think that
he
was a
was
smart
trying
move
to do.
because he was burning all his ERS, his tires were dead, and you were comfortable in your
What was
position.
his tire wear? Just to wonder, because I was surprised he went that far.
You were 10 laps harder than him, or sorry, 10
Yeah.
laps fresher than him. Not entirely sure exactly what it was. I think.
I think it was around like 40, 50-ish, around that number.
Yeah, he definitely made it to the end,
Oh yeah,
just barely.
I was surprised. I thought I was gonna be fighting with Gore maybe, but I thought he was gonna pit another time. So yeah, congrats to him. He didn't die, turn 1. So
Yeah. Well, congrats on your win.
Yeah.
One more
Appreciate
race. How do you feel going into the last race of the season? I know you joined us halfway through. Thoughts on your season so far?
yeah, I'm just proud that I've been able to be consistent without line because that's really what I've been since the year started. I turned off line for all the races so far, and I've just been trying to be consistent. Because quality's not everything. There's a whole race to do. So
Yeah, I mean you showed that today for sure.
yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
thank
you.
you for joining us.
You guys have a good night.
All right, next up we're gonna bring in Righteous.
Okay.
Hello, Righteous. Welcome to the interview booth.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
We just want to talk to you a bit about well, first of all, tough race, man. It wasn't spectacular in terms of finishing position. You did double your take home points from grabbing that fastest lap.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
You can you just talk us through some of the incidents? Do you take any responsibility for any of them, or were they really just mostly happening to you?
I lap 1, Babushka spun me out. from my point of view, he was not significantly alongside me, although the red arrows were there. It's not like I turned into him. From what I can see, it looks like his front wheel bumped my back wheel, and it just caused me to spin out. So, and that kind of set me a back foot there. But I was like, you know what, I can recover from this. Not too bad. It's just lap 1. I can definitely make it. BMW broke real early coming in on lap 10 to the S's, so there's some contact there, and then there was another incident with Babushka.
You had 3 separate incidents, so kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I was at first I only had just a tiny bit of wing damage, so I could have dealt with that. But the second time I damaged my wing, I lost my end plate, and I was just losing time to everyone behind me. There was nothing I could do. So once the big contact with Babushka happened, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pit in, see what I can do, see if there's anything I can recover. At the very least, get the fastest lap and 10th place out of it, which is what happened. But not my most shining performance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to blame you for any of that happening, but
I think you definitely did probably the best you could have given the situation you were put in through no fault of your own.
Yeah, racing happens, and it's upset at the time. There were a couple things that I think I just really got screwed on. I was following BMW a little bit. I got kind of scared, but I knew what to expect from his history, so I kind of let him take himself out there. I don't know. At a certain point, we were coming down the back DRS straight, and I knew he had DRS on me, and I knew he was going to go for it, even though he was too far behind to commit. So I just stuck in the middle, and for some reason he decided to take the inside line and broke way too late and just went shooting right past the turn.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was definitely obviously really fun to watch, but I can imagine frustrations boiling over for some of the drivers today.
My biggest concern with this is that Rogue now has 23 points. He gained a net 23 points on that race, which if he wins the next race, I definitely have to finish pretty well in the final race to secure 2nd place. Because otherwise he will, if I have another bad race next week, then he will definitely outdo me there. So I gotta...
You talk about Rogue?
No, Chipsy, right? You talking about?
Nope. Rogue has
Oh yeah.
Chipsy can also win, but Rogue's. I'm more worried about him because he's been first, second, and now first again in the past 3 races.
You also have Jordan kind of under your hill as well.
Yeah, he's 12 points behind me right now, and Chipsy's 10 points behind me. So they'd have to finish in the top 5, and I would have to be in the bottom for it to.
Well, Chipsy just is about to gain 10 more points, I think, or 12, so he might pass you right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'll have to beat all of them, but I'm more worried about staying within a certain range of Rogue at this point.
Yeah, so
but yeah, it's definitely going to be it's going to be a close battle for the few of us.
11 points behind you going into the last weekend. So yeah,
I was coming into France feeling pretty good. Was definitely setting some pretty. I felt real comfortable and kind of loose and not too stressing about it. Although I do find it to be kind of a boring track sometimes. I'm not too bad at it, and I definitely have the speed. Obviously, it's just bad luck sometimes.
Sorry, and just a bit of breaking news. If you would like to look at Incident Reports channel after we let you go, I do think Babushka reported you.
He reported me, and I think he reported himself. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have a chat with him right now, actually. But yeah, thank you for your time. Have a good evening and good luck at around 10. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you put in a good performance.
Hope so. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
No problem.
Let's bring Bakush. Where is he? Hello.
Babushka.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi. Welcome
Hi.
to the interview room.
What's up?
We just wanted to talk through some of your incidents today. Notice, I think all of them were with Righteous.
Pretty much, yes.
Did Did you two have magnets attached to each other, or?
It
Sure.
seems so. You know, I was kind of perplexed myself. You know, every time that we came together, that it just seemed like we naturally wanted to hit each other. But yeah, you know, a little bit disappointed. I definitely take responsibility for at least one of the hits. But yeah, it was an eventful race.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy to watch, and yeah, we couldn't believe how often you guys came together. Did you you guys were in the same Discord call as far as I know.
I don't think he was. If he was muted the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was.
I don't
he
remember
was in the
hearing much
Williams.
from him.
He would be in the Williams race chat with Gore.
Yeah, and so, yeah, you know, in lap 1, I feel like he didn't necessarily leave me enough space heading into what I believe was turn 5. You know, I was trying to keep it on the outside there, give him some room, and then we both hit. And then I think it was just a few laps later that we came together after the long straight, and that one I definitely will take responsibility for. I was a little bit too aggressive. I was looking like I was going to lose 2 spots at the same time. I didn't want to do that, and so I was just a little bit too heavy on the throttle and should have let off, and ended up coming into contact with Righteous again.
Well, if you need additional points of view, we have captured, I believe, all of them on stream.
Yep.
Yes, no, absolutely. I would definitely welcome that. And it's hard to say. Obviously, I'm biased towards my point of view. I try and remove as much bias when reviewing the clips and things like that. But yeah, I definitely appreciate any point of view of the hits. And the last one that we came in contact with was I feel, you know, I think he spun out just barely, but I felt very little contact there, and so I think it was just a little bit of a late dive from him.
Yeah, well, again, thank you for putting on a show for viewers. That was
At least I
very
can do that.
entertaining.
If I can't
Yeah.
win the race, at least I can put on a show.
Yeah, and yeah, I think if no one else had any other questions, I think we'll close out the stream here. Thank you guys for thank you Babushka for joining us in the commentary box. We'll catch you next week as we close out season 2 of tier 2. Very close between the midfield. Gore has run away with it, but in the midfield, very, very close. So Babushka, I guess it looks like you're locked into 10th. I think 10th is the highest position you can get in the season.
He's no longer.
Yeah, it's gone. But yeah.
Well, yeah. Please tune in next week. We'll give you updates on reports and whether anyone gets a race ban or not.
And tier 1 ends this week as well.
It absolutely does. Championship decider on Bahrain. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, it is gonna be a very fun week to watch on Wednesday and Sunday for sure. Wednesday it'll be Bahrain tier 1, and myself and Kia will be going at it for the championship. And then on Sunday, we won't know the track just yet, but it will be the tier 2 last race before we go into our end of season break. So we'll catch you guys later.
All right. Well, see you guys.
And also stay tuned during the off season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because we will run special events as we always do.
Yeah, we'll have some fun stuff. So you guys, if you want to join the community, our website should be on the title, or you can use the commands in chat, !site, !Discord, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right, goodbye.